When we get involved in a personal injury case, it's difficult for me to predict how we're going to add value to the case and what the specific reason is. And every single case is unique. Even though there might be 5 or 10 different rear-end automobile accident cases, or we might have 5 or 10 right knee surgery cases, the way that we can help the client achieve the best result and give them a competitive advantage is different in almost every case. So I wanted to talk about some of our more recent cases in the last couple of years and explain how we added value uniquely to that case. So for example, there's a case of one of our clients was named Andrew. Andrew was a police officer who was injured in the scope of employment by a over-the-road semi-truck. And initially, this came in and another attorney handled the case initially, and we thought it was a minor personal injury case that Andrew, in effect, went to the emergency room, followed up with the family doctor, and he was just having some low back pain. Eventually he came back in and the case came to me because they were going to add it as a workers' compensation claim. But then what we found out was he started having more substantial problems, and they finally did an MRI and they found out that he needed a back surgery. So the first back surgery unfortunately was unsuccessful. He had a second back surgery that was unsuccessful. And then eventually he had to go to pain management, ended up having post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of this accident, and eventually he was unable to return to work whatsoever. So what happened in this case is that we added substantial value in a couple of ways. First of all, we hired a vocationalist and an economist to estimate what the future lost wages would be for Andrew for the rest of his life, because he was never able to return to be a police officer. Second of all, we were able to negotiate down substantially the amount of money that we would have to pay back to Ohio workers' compensation. Another thing that we did in that case is that he also had an additional claim, the workers' compensation claim. So after we were able to get a tremendously large settlement in the personal injury claim, we were also able to get him additional compensation to give up his employment as a police officer. And with that money, he was able to buy a house and go back to his home state of Pennsylvania and continue on his life.